Well, David from Bose is back. I should have told you this. I didn't realize you're not even scheduled to be on the air after 6 p.m.
That's right.
That's how few and how special our today's special is. I know a lot of you are still calling. So David does not even have any shows scheduled after 6 p.m. If that gives you any indication of what we expect to happen as this day continues. So this is going to be a real quick, a fast and furious special. And of course, we're all about sound. You know, we love our sleek, thin televisions, but sadly, the sound does not mimic the great picture, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've done so much to advance the picture quality of our TVs, but we haven't done a lot to bring the sound quality along with it. So,
David, I was telling David a story about my audio cable, and I may have cursed you because now your microphone is going up.
Is that right?
It's so funny because at first I heard this crackling, I thought, oh, it's that wire of mine that's going. It was David, darn it. But this is another one of those limited quantity opportunities. And not only has Bose engineered perfection when it comes to the soundbar system, the thing that I love most about this is, first of all, it's not like a lot of crazy wires and, you know, subwoofers and tweeters and all these other things, going into your television. You buy that sleek, streamlined television for a reason. You don't want a bunch of wires and cables and boxes and, woofers and tweeters and all that other kind of thing. So this is sleek and it's streamlined. I'd also love for you to see the quantity left on this one as well, because I know I mentioned when I introduced David, he doesn't have any shows after 6 p.m. All of our Bose products today, every single one of them, from the Bose Wave that we just offered to the sound bar to our today's special, they're all scheduled to sell out early in the day. We have a little over 600 of these. Of course, this will work beautifully in tandem with the LG television that Bill Duggan is going to give us details on. And the thing is, when you think about your movies, like as an example, I'm gonna be going to that Planet movie, the 8 movie a little bit later today. And I can tell you for a fact, part of any good movie, the music and really the dialogue and the sound effects. You cannot separate yourself from a great movie from the movie music and sound that moves us. Just trying to imagine Jaws without the da-da-da-da, without the music. Trying to imagine the movie Halloween, without that distinctive soundtrack. Trying to think of watching Star Wars without the whiff of the lightsabers or, the hum of the Death Star, all the things that we forget about because it comes so seamless. So if you're going to bother to invest in any kind of, great television, be it the LG that we have coming up or any other brand name, make sure that you complement that experience with great sound. And certainly that's what Bose is all about. So for $49.99 on your credit card, this is the best available price. It is also the final quantities. I don't think that we'll be able to secure or get this back. And as Bose, as you know, when they don't do something unless they can perfect it. So we're back and wired for sound.
Here I am.
Right? So don't stand too close to me. Apparently I'm like shorting.
She's emitting something here. It's going to be a little bit further over here.
Don't stay in my purview. So David, I know I was hitting on some of the basics, but we've got a great demonstration on this because I know, again, we've got very abbreviated presentations tonight. So where should we begin?
Well, I want to show you that the TV I have is set at a full 100. It doesn't get any louder than this. I'm going to play a quick demo here where I switch back and forth between the Bose speaker and the TV speakers, and that's where you're really going to see the difference that Bose can make. So notice on screen, this is what you're hearing through your TV. And that's Bose.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? I'm going to take Bose away again, and notice we're back to that tinniness.
Right.
And with the click of one button, difference that Bose can make, all of a sudden you realize that you were just sort of actively, you weren't really involved in everything you were watching. Now you get a chance to be a participant. You get to hear all of those subtle nuances that the people that make this type of content want you to hear. We bring that to life. Doesn't matter if you're not watching an action movie every night. It can be everything that you're watching. It's one connection from the back of your TV to the input of the Solo system, and whether it's your TV, it's your favorite TV shows, it's your movies, your video games, you can just be watching the news and everything sounds better.
Absolutely, and everything does sound better. And to that end, you know, I've worked in an industry where I've either had to wear earpieces or headphones all of my life, and now I am having trouble distinguishing dialogue depending on how the mix ratio is. If there's a lot of sound effects, there's a lot of music, and then if there's dialogue at the same time, maybe you're like me and you have, you know, it's harder for you to hear what the actors are trying to communicate. So you end up cranking up your television and then the balance is off. So it also helps with things like that.
Yeah, too. I can even show you that. Perfect. I have a clip that where you hear some speaking on screen. Yeah. Notice as I switch back and forth the difference. So this is the sound of regular TV.
I have been here long enough for them to recognize me.
Echoing. And now with Bose.
At least I could carry out my work in peace. They knew not to ask questions. After 5 years in this line of work, I learned to notice things. When it gets quiet, there's a reason. And just like that, it's time again. It's hard to believe at first, but I got used to it. I understand now.
So as you play through, you notice how the action just sucks right away, and the voice becomes more unintelligible. You can't really hear what's happening.
It's true.
It's all the unique Bose technology we build in to get you closer to the experience.
And, you know, that's just it. Like I was having a hard time distinguishing the actress's voice, you know, without the Bose on. So if you do have someone like myself, because you know, again, I've worked in broadcast all my life, so I do have some auditory challenges. You know, plus you want to enjoy all the sound effects. And David, I know I made an illusion. We buy these flat panel televisions for a reason. You don't want a bunch of like woofers and tweeters and, you know, all this, you know, clutter, if you will. You've really eliminated all the chaos that goes along with a sound system too.
You shouldn't have to be an audio engineer or have to sacrifice the look of your room in order to get great sound. So there is no subwoofer that you have to put on the floor, no additional wires that you have to run under throw rugs or anything like that. It is just one bar and just one cable from the TV to the input of the bar. There are channels that we put right here, 2 specific speakers that anchor the dialogue squarely on screen. But then what we do is we send sound out to the sides of the bar too. We even put 2 speakers on the hard left and right sides of the bar to drive sound well out beyond the borders of the TV screen. So what you get is this full enveloping sound that it almost sounds like there's sound coming from where there are no speakers, because to get closer to your music, get closer to your movies, get closer to your content, you need to hear all of that stuff equally, but you shouldn't have to have wires running everywhere. In fact, we even build in Bluetooth capability to the soundbar itself, so you can pair and listen to your music from any of your Bluetooth-enabled devices as well. So it's not just your movie-watching device, it's your listening device
absolutely.
too.
I mean, it's so smart. And, you know, the difference is clear, quite literally. And we'll play some of that music for you again. Remember, we have about 600 of these. This works beautifully. It works hand in hand with our LG television that's coming up in just a few moments, which I hope you can stay up just a little bit more for, because there are features on that LG that we've never offered on any television ever sold at HSN. So, David, I know we've only got 90 seconds remaining. Can we play a little segment of that music again?
Let's do it.
You know, because I think that illustrates it best.
We'll start with TV sound, and then we'll switch to Bose. Notice how all the definition just drops away, kind of sucks inward, and then this is Bose sound here. Isn't that great how you get that sense, right?
Well, the difference is clear indeed. I know that clock is ticking down, so yours is here and waiting for you. You're actually back at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
Right? But I guess after 6 p.m.
That's that.
That's right. Well, hey, David, thank you as always. We'll look forward to seeing you a little bit later on in the day. All right. Well, this is the time. I know it's the end of the hour, so why don't we just stop the show?